Alright, so today we're going to look at initiating turns. As you can see right here, you want to begin very stable, straight above your feet, small turns. And little movements go a long ways. And so, at first you can see here I'm just putting down a little bit of toe pressure, a little bit of heel pressure, making very small radius turns. Keeping a real front foot, back foot balance to keep a steady height of elevation above the water. And as you get comfortable with that, you can increase that pressure onto your toes and your heels to just increase the radius. And do it slowly. Take a little bit. Now look at my upper body, arms very quiet, hips over the feet. Just slight movements with the foil go a long, long way. And as you get set, then you start to climb that wave face a little bit more. And you'll notice here, look at the deck of the board begins to take a little bit more of a movement that looks closer to surfing. Now we're going to, when you look at this, if we switch over and compare this to wake surfing, look here how active the upper body is. You can really throw it around. I'm making moves, trying to get myself in and out of waves. Basically look like a total spaz. But that's a whole nother issue. But the main point is, arms are moving, feet are moving. There's a lot going on here. I don't have to be subtle in the slightest bit when I'm wake surfing, and I can recover, no problem and push around a lot of water. If we shift back to foiling, you'll notice that it stays very, very quiet. Now here, as I expand the radius, my arms are going to naturally move just a little bit more. But if I want to control that, do baby turns, it's a quiet upper body. Here, as you get comfortable, look at the top of the board begins to move more like a surfboard. Now this right here, if you haven't foiled, I call this the charge. This is where you're going back into the white, gain a little bit of speed to run at the boat. Do one acceleration push and see how far outside of the wave you can get. If you haven't done this, it's absolutely amazing. It's so much fun. It's like you're flying on water. It's actually my favorite move right here, and on a good day, actually make it out to that clean water on the outside. Now we're going to shift over and watch Johnny do some foiling, because everybody's style is a little bit different. My style really emanates from toe and heel pressure down below. John, when he does his baby turns here, what you're going to see is hip initiation. And so he'll do very subtle movements, essentially sliding his feet, connected to the board of course, back and forth to get that board to move. You'll notice the board deck, when I was doing it, was moving more movement to it. John's relatively flat here, which tells you that it's mostly hips that he's using. Now as he begins to expand his radius, you'll see the surface of the board begin to tip a little bit more ankle and heel pressure to go along with that hip initiated turn. Now John is expanding his turns right here, climbing up the wave face and then down. One of the things you'll notice here, this is the 2018 slingshot. This mast is about 3 inches shorter than the 2019. The 2019 stays in the water a little bit more. But you can see this foil coming to the top, breaking the surface every once in a while. That's no problem. If you get a bit of cavitation and you feel that the foil is about to pop off, you can put a bunch of pressure on your back foot to get it to connect back down to the water. But here you see John taking nice wide turns, taking it up to the top of the wave face. Some people like to foil the second wave and third wave. We'll do some videos on that. For us, we really like this dynamic of being able to come up the wave face, cut back down. It's all smooth, clean water here with a lot of power, which makes it a fast gliding surface. If you haven't foiled before, this is really the payoff. It's like surfing in the third dimension, because you have all the fun of wake surfing, in terms of the left and right, but you also have the elevation. And so it's about as close to flying as you can get on water. It's really neat. So John is sliding out here, get a power pump, get a nice wide base off the lip, back down into the steepness of the wave. Get out there and enjoy. I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the water. Take it easy.